Hey, Wolfie Shorts here, and last video I was so focused on like making storylines, I didn't do any Minecrafting. So this time I'm gonna be doing some Minecrafting while spitballing ideas. So I should probably focus on making the mine look good, because this is gonna be the town mine. So like everyone, I say everyone. The two characters that I have that go mining or would need to go mining is it sounds bad out of context, but the miner brothers, their profession is, in the mine. So we have the toolsmith and the armorer. And I know that's just villager jobs, but that's what they were, and I thought it looked cool. It was convenient, okay? So the thing with the brothers, their storyline is that they're brothers, obviously. They both have a profession in mine, but they had an argument about toolsmith and armor, obviously. So they used to be friends. They still are friends. Well, you know what I mean. They used to work together, and then they got into a fight, being like, this is more profitable. It's like, no, this one's more profitable. It's like, no. And then they fight over materials. And because they fight over materials, they got into a big fight, and then they decided to like go their separate ways. So this mine is used by those brothers. I don't know anyone else who would get mines. They would just get their materials from the brothers. So there was no need for a village mine, but I still have it because, well, I need the mine. The whole thing with this village, though, or this storyline anyway, is that they don't take too kindly to outsiders. So why would they have a village mine when only 2 people use it? I have no idea. That's something I'm gonna have to figure out. But anyway. So back to the materials needed. What kind of materials? So we have the Miner Brothers. I need to change that name. We have the Toolsmith twins? No, that's what they argued about. The Ore Brothers. Let's go with Ore Brothers. The Ore Brothers need a mine, which is what I'm doing right now. Oh, that could be part of the storyline. So the thing is, with this village, they're a bunch of outcasts. They don't take kindly to outcasts. So like what I mean is like when new people come to their village, they are weary of them because every village they came from, they were the outcasts and people treated them obviously horribly. So they are worried that any newcomers are like those people who treat outcasts terribly. So to earn their trust to live in this village, I have to do a favor for each person. So I guess this could be one of the ways, but that doesn't make sense because in real life I don't think people just dig a hole and they're like, oh, this is the village mine, congrats. Well, I guess this is Minecraft. It's also fiction, so it could work out. So there we go. So I made this mine in hopes of getting the favor of the Ore twins, Ore brothers. And that's how I get them. The next one was the farmer, villager, and his wife. So we have the village mom. I call her village mom because she's like a village mom, obviously. So we have the village mom. She's the wife of the farmer. So to get on those two's good side, I'm gonna make a farm, like a big farm, because their farm right now is like kind of small. So I'm gonna do that. And then get their, what do you call that? Get their approval? Yeah. And then there would be the village grump and river boy. So river boy is from a, like, river heavy society. Let's not call it that. So river boy, he was like an outcast, but his hometown, it was like what do you call it? Trading a hotspot, because it was a river and a bunch of trades happen via river. Because, there's a bunch of travelers like on their way. So he's seen both the good and the bad of people. Because, you see a bunch of people on the trade routes, because everyone needs to trade stuff. So he's seen the good and the bad. So he's less weary when it comes to travelers, and he was the last, like, arrival if that makes sense. So I don't know who was first, but like let's say like the villager Grump and his wife and his wife and the son, which is now the village chief. So we have villager Grump, he was the old chief, and then his son took over, and he's weary of outsiders, but if it's an outsider like myself who is helping people, he's willing to look past it. So if I help the Orr brothers and the farmer, the village mom and her husband, then obviously he's willing to look past it because I'm helping the village. You know, it's for the greater good of the village. And then River Boy, he has an eye for people. He knows I ain't gonna do anything bad, so he's willing to like vouch for me. Oh, does this go to Deep Slate? I can't remember. It looks like it doesn't. Let's see. No, okay. So, obviously Deep Slate is a new thing. I don't know why I thought it would go to Deep Slate. In case you're wondering why I'm playing and not the newest version, it's because the custom NPCs mod. So, like I said, this is kind of to make a story, a Minecraft roleplay. So, the custom NPCs mod is like all the way back. I don't know why it stopped updating, but it did. So that's why I'm here. Where does diamond spawn again? It's like 16, right? So I don't know why I went up so high. I don't even know why I need diamonds. I don't need diamonds. Well, you know what? I do. No, I don't actually. I can just get some from the village brothers, the Orr brothers. So this mine is for them, and then farm. I forgot where does diamond spawn. Guys, how about I don't remember where diamonds spawn. I'm gonna go with 13, cause unlucky number. Yeah, cause that makes sense. Anyway, I forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, so and then farm. So I can make a farm, being like ta-da. And that's it. So that gets those two on board. Now the rule for this world is that anything I build has to be connected to lore. So I can't just build an iron farm because just like out of nowhere. There has to be a reason for it. Like, why are iron golems spawning like that? So for a mob grinder, the mob grinder, right? Yeah. So for the one where to get materials from mobs, I was gonna build like a statue and say it's like, oh, it's a cursed statue because I don't know why, but like that was the whole thing. Like, oh, don't go near that area. Why? Because it's cursed to forever spawn mobs. No one knows why. You know, like the legend of like the cursed statue, and that's why mobs are spawning infinitely. Of course, I'd automate it so, they burn or fall to their death and whatnot. Well, no, because like it's XP, so you would just kill him. So yeah, this place is cursed, and it's like, oh well, ba-bam. Oh, I thought of something. So there was this one house that I was struggling to like make a storyline for. It's like in the outskirts, but like all houses are in the outskirts, so it didn't make sense. But did I just hear something? Perfect. Okay, so the other house, there was a house that was like at the edge. I don't know if you saw it. It's behind River Boy's house. And I didn't know what character to put in there. And now I've decided it's going to be a guard. So this guy, he aspires to be a guard. He saw this village, this outcasted village, and saw, oh, hey, they don't have a guard. I can be a guard. And once I get enough achievements of being a guard, I can go and, apply somewhere. I don't know. Because obviously this place doesn't have a guard. They're a bunch of outcasts. They don't have the money to pay for a guard and whatnot. But this guy, he's like, oh my gosh, I can be a guard. Like that's like his life dream. He's a little bit ignorant, a little naive, but his goal is to be a knight. And look at him go. He's gonna guard this place, and then me and this guard could go to the cursed statue, and then we defeat it. I'm liking it. So I make the mob grinder, me and guard. We go because we don't believe in curses and whatnot. Or I can get some training, some experience. The other person's there for their own thing. I'm there to get materials. He's there to get experience. Oh, this works out perfectly! Because in the custom NPCs mod, you can have a guard, I'm pretty sure. So I could just, like, have him over there. Obviously, I'd have to, well, I was gonna say obviously I have to put a limit, but no, I don't. Because, like, if this was just, like, normal Minecraft, I would just, like, make them fall to their death. But this guy, instead of that, you know, because, you know, mobs are, like, scary, you know. Instead of that, we can just have this guy. He's, like, just training there 24/7. And when he's not, it's like he plugs it up and then, like, he goes back. I'm liking that. There we go. We have some lore for the mob grinder. I'm so excited. Now, problem number 2. How am I gonna make a cursed statue? See, at first I was thinking, like, it could be, like a creeper. And it still can. But it has to be a certain height. Well, I guess I could just do layers. I mean, yeah, you're right. I can just do layers. Okay. From what I know from mob grinders, it's like 8 plus 2 plus. So that's gonna be like 20. It's like 20 by 20 because you know 8. Well, I think water travels like 8 blocks, and then there's like a two block gap between the water so spiders can fall. So it's gonna be like 22 because the walls are gonna be it. Unless I could just embed it into the cave. Yeah, I can. So it doesn't matter. I just well no, then mobs could spawn if there's caves around. So the whole point of a mob grinder is like to have it away from everything. Like the further away from the ground it is, the more effective it is because like mobs won't spawn in caves on the ground. That or I could just find every cave that's like in a, what was it, 50 block radius? I guess, I suppose. I don't know. I generally don't know. So there we go. There's the plan for that. I like that. Next up, the iron farm. I need to make that one make sense. Oh no. Okay. Okay, you know what? Fine. I got a bunch of materials. Okay. And we thought of a story idea. I like it. I like the lore. I like where this is going. Alright. So we have a wannabe guard. I say wannabe. He can be a guard. There we go. There you go. Well, so what about the iron golems? My thought process was to like have like a coliseum. You know, like why the villagers are there, cuz you know, iron farms, most of them involve villagers to spawn them. So villagers are people clearly in this universe, so you know, having them in prison there would not make sense. So I was thinking we can have a coliseum and the villagers that are there are always there because they're like placing their bets, you know, being unhealthy like that. They're placing bets. They're always there because they're betting on this iron golem and this iron golem. So there we go. So dangerous stuff, that makes sense. Okay, I'm liking the guard. So that house right there, that's the guard. So me and the guard, we go out to do adventures together because he wants experience and I want materials. So me and him, again, we can have the cursed thing for like, for a coal farm because you know it's just wither skeletons. So there we go. There we go. That's the end of this video. Sorry about the awkward cuts. There will be a link to the full stream in the description if you're interested. Leave a like and subscribe. Bye!